How is everybody doing out there today? The reason I'm coming live this early is because I know a lot of y'all out there, especially in Texas and Louisiana and Arkansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, up into Kansas. Y'all still got a lot of anxiety, and there's still a lot of people, not as many people, a lot of people without electricity, without running water, got boil advisory alerts on across a lot of the area out there. And I just wanted to kind of clear the air on that post that I posted a couple hours ago. Yes, there does look like to be a big storm system coming in. You know that old saying goes, March roars in like a lion, can roar in like a lion. I think is we're going to have that. But let me get this straight before we get started in the video here. I'm not thinking we're going to have 20 below zero wind chills down to Dallas. I don't think we're going to be looking at below zero temperatures down into Texas. Could we see, single digits and near zero temperatures across Oklahoma into Arkansas and teens all the way down to Louisiana and central northern Mississippi? Below zero wind chills across parts of Arkansas into Oklahoma and Missouri. Could we see winter weather all the way down to the I-20 corridor again? Absolutely. Absolutely, it's possible. We're going to get started here. First off, I'd like to thank everybody for all the kind words over the past week on there. This has been one of my most exciting and most, the hardest winter pattern that I've ever done ever since Snowbird Bob was created in 2012. And I did a pretty good job on it. I really appreciate y'all out there. I know I had a lot of skeptics out there, but a lot of them right now are, if you know what I mean. But anyway, I appreciate y'all tuning in today. Appreciate the stars, Karen. How you doing, Angie, Ashley, Jackie, Sherry, Amanda? I appreciate all y'all tuning in today. And what we're going to get started on is at first, I'd like to say, if y'all want to show your appreciation, if you do, if you can afford it, that's fine. I would like y'all to become a supporter. You can just check it out for 1 month. It's $4.95 a month. And I will have a lot more detail in there coming up to this big winter storm. Also, severe weather. Severe weather is definitely going to be a possibility as we head up into around that March 1st time frame. Unfortunately, I hate severe weather. Severe weather, I do not chase it. I run from it. I do not like it at all. But unfortunately, when you got a big temperature contrast, what we're going to look at around that March 1st time frame, you're going to be looking at 40, 50 degree temperature drops potentially back behind this Arctic cold front. And this is going to be an Arctic cold front. This is not, your just average cold front. This cold front would make January proud. And like I said, it's not going to be no, 7 to 10 to 15 day cold period we're going to be stuck in like we just went through. I don't see that happening at all. Nothing's impossible when it's coming to the weather, but I don't see that, coming, to fruition like that. But the severe weather side, it could be pretty rough. A lot of the models I've been looking at for severe weather across Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, either all the way up into southern Missouri, into Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Louisiana, that this storm system is the type of storm system that we could have tornadoes and hail and high damaging winds in parts of northern Texas, Arkansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma. And within 24 hours, we go from severe weather and tornado warnings to winter storm warnings or winter weather advisories. This happens when we get closer to this time of the year. And this is definitely a possibility that we could be looking at that. Okay. Another thing I was going to mention, if y'all want to support me, grab you a hoodie or a t-shirt up there. My insights, just what I'm looking at, I got like 75 to 80% out of almost 100,000 followers. 75 or 80% of those is women, and I really appreciate y'all. Appreciate all the men out there too. But y'all can go up to the top of the pages there and purchase y'all a t-shirt or a hoodie or anything y'all want there. Okay, let's get started here, and I will take some questions as we get toward the end here. This is actually the 6Z GFS model that come out this morning. As you can see, it's got a very vigorous storm system coming across the south here with some real cold Arctic air behind this. This is actually Sunday night, Monday of March the 1st. Taking out another frame here. You can let's blow it up a little bit. We go from severe thunderstorms in parts of northern Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, southern Missouri, into northern Louisiana, to the potential of some changing over to snowfall, and potentially be heavy snowfall. And the only reason I mentioned that, I didn't want to throw that post out there to y'all this morning because I know what y'all been going through. All this catastrophic, power outages and boil advisories. People's water pipes busting and the infrastructure, the cattle, all this. I didn't want to do it to y'all, but I had to. I have to prepare y'all. That's my job, is to prepare y'all, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. But like I said, we could be going from severe weather to winter weather within a 12 to 24-hour period. So this is a vigorous storm system coming through the area. You can see now the latest model that come out, the 12Z run. It has got the snow. Let me tell you something about this before y'all think, oh, this is just going to be a northern event. Kansas and Missouri is only going to get the winter weather. Now, I would say that under normal circumstances. However, let's take a look at this. This is the main thing here that I'm looking at. Okay, this is the actual surface temperatures of the United States here. I want to show you something when we get out there to about this Friday and Saturday. You can see some of these temperatures up into Canada. Let me blow this up here. Do you see that there? 40 to 50 degrees below zero up into Canada. This is true Arctic air. And like I said with this last event, that true Arctic air, when it starts to slide south, no model is going to pick it up. It's going to be model busting cold again. And the reason, and a lot of times, 9 out of 10 times, when you get this cold Arctic air surging south, your storm system is going to end up being further south than what the models has. And let me blow it in here. And I want to show y'all how strong this cold front is. It has the potential to be, and it may not be cold enough. Yeah, I mean, look at this here. Let me fast forward this out here. We're going into late this week. This is going to be, look at this here. This is temperatures. Look at this here. This is temperatures back in front of the cold front, out into the upper 60s. Behind the cold front, we've fallen into the teens and 20s. This is not wind chills. This is actual surface temperatures. Let me click on to the wind chills and look at this. This is another amazing cold front that a lot of the region, I think, could have it there. Look at this here. Okay, if we take it out another frame here, we would have literally a 50 to 70 degree temperature drop from northwestern Arkansas to southeastern Arkansas. This is a major cold front. We're talking about 10 to 20 degrees below zero wind chills in Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas Panhandle, while northeastern Texas is at 70 degrees. You're talking about a 70 to 80 degree temperature change with the wind chills. Now, why this is important when looking at this is because when we get a very cold, true Arctic air coming into the region later next week, this is going to cause two issues. It's going to really, the main issue is going to be the severe weather potential that I think we're going to have over Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Alabama, into Missouri, and possible even southern and southeastern Kansas. Now, once this Arctic cold front comes through, like I said, the models don't ever handle the cold Arctic air very well. I think the storm system will be pushed further south, and I think that let's take a look at the ensembles real quick. This is the 12Z GEFS ensembles, and you can see here, we get out to that time frame here. Look at this here. Look at some of these ensemble members here out to that March 1st time frame. I mean, you got a big, strong system here, and then you got a lot of these right behind these strong thunderstorms and this cold air. It's already wanting to produce a major winter storm. We got a quick. This will be the type of system. I don't think that we would see widespread icing event. This would be a more of a, the cold front comes through, and then you go straight over from rain to ice to sleet and snow, just like that, in a matter of about 4, 5, 6 hours. And you can look at some of these. Some of these ensembles members are showing pretty strong snow signals all the way down into northeastern Texas, Oklahoma, into much of the state of Arkansas, all the way down to northeastern Louisiana and northern Mississippi and Alabama. So this is definitely on the table here. Like I said, that is the latest run. I think it's going to be more like this, the 6Z run of the GFS. You see how it's got winter weather all the way down to northern Louisiana, much of Arkansas, into eastern Oklahoma, and to Missouri. And I think if this air mass is this cold, I think we could see rain changed over to snow as far south as the I-20 corridor and northern Louisiana, Jackson, Mississippi, Birmingham, Alabama, Nashville, Tennessee could all see some snowfall. Now, the more accumulating snowfall right now, I would think, would be up into Arkansas, up into Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, central, and to western Tennessee. Could see some accumulating snowfall with this. But I definitely will keep y'all informed as we go through the week, as we get more model data in and the consensus gets better out there. But I definitely think there's going to be a big storm system with severe weather, unfortunately, and some more cold. This cold is not going to last a week or 2 weeks. I don't think so. This is more like a 2 or 3 day event, but when it hits, it looks to hit with a vengeance out there. We could be having this fall spring going into this week where many of us could see highs in the 60s and maybe even 70s along the I-20 and the I-10 corridor. And then when that front comes in around March the 1st, temperatures will take a nosedive fast out there. So if you want to follow along, and I'll do more in-depth, more maps, I'll post more model data, longer blog posts, more discussions out there. If you don't mind, I really appreciate you becoming a supporter if you want to. If you can't afford it, that's fine. I'll try to keep the page updated. I've always said this, and I'll keep my promise to you. Any kind of weather that's life-threatening out there, severe cold or severe weather, will be on the regular public page. I will never put that behind a paid site, because anytime we're dealing with any kind of weather that's going to be, life-threatening out there, I will make sure that all y'all gets to see that information out there. But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. I will take some questions, a few questions here. And I really do. I'm humbled by the thousands and thousands of people that offered their work, their thankfulness and kind words, because this has been one of the most catastrophic cold events that we've seen since 1985. And in some cases, you got to go back all the way to the 1940s, and even you start getting that 1899 in there. What we just went through, it was amazing to see lakes and bayous freeze over in Louisiana and Texas, Arkansas, and northern Mississippi out there. This is something that you don't see but about once every 30 to 50 years out there. So this was just unthinkable, But I'm so thankful to be able to bring all that to you and help you get prepared as possible. I never tried, and I never will belittle and downgrade anybody else's forecast, whether it's a expert, the National Weather Service, any kind of weather enthusiast out there that has another weather page. I never will, because I know that they're trying to get you ready as well out there, and their forecast may be just as good as mine or better out there. So that's one thing I never do out there, and I never will do out there. I always respect the community out there. Now, this event here that come through, I was a little upset at some of the other forecasters out there, because they was trying to knock my forecast in the ground when I just felt like I was pushing the issue. Hey, get the people prepared. I forecast for over 100 million people out there, and I was beating the drum about this cold Arctic air busting the models. And unfortunately, a lot of people waited to the last 2 or 3 days to let y'all know this, and it caused a natural disaster of just unimaginable proportions out there. So I was kind of upset about that. But any other times, I try to stay to myself. I don't step on anybody's toes out there, but I tried to do my best out there. But anyway, I'm going to get to y'all's questions. I really appreciate all the stars. I appreciate it, Sandra, star sender and supporter. I will try to take a couple of y'all's questions out there today. And I appreciate y'all tuning in out there. I really do appreciate that, everybody. How you doing, Mark? Linda Morgan. No problem. Hey, Kitty, thank you for being a supporter out there. Do you think we could see tornadoes in Louisiana with the severe weather? Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. You could see tornadoes anywhere from Louisiana, Texas, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee. Some of the charts that I'm looking at is very, very favorable for tornadoes, high winds, large hail, high damaging straight line winds. Now, could this model data change? Could this cold air not come down as strong and the severe weather potential lightened as we move forward? Absolutely, it could. But right now, I got enough model support, ensemble support, and experience to look at what I'm looking at to try to at least warrant y'all that the potential is there as we go into the next 6 to 9 days out there. How you doing, Tim Biggers? Appreciate you being a supporter. I'll take one more question and I'll wrap it up out there today. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Yeah, I know a lot of y'all out there is like, man, can I get a break? You know, we've had all this severe cold and it's ice storm, snowstorm, 200 or 300 hours, below average, below freezing temperatures. Hey, we'll at least get a week out there. But like I said, this is not going to be what we just went through as far as the cold. I think it will get really cold, but it looks like a 1 to 3 day event. A quick hitting winter storm is on the table. The severe weather is actually, I'm more worried about the severe weather than I am the snow potential. Yes, there could be a big snow and some brutal cold temperatures, but the severe weather, I'm actually worried about it more out there. I really am. I'm going to take one more question. I'll wrap it up. I really appreciate y'all tuning in today. Let's see. I'm having to let my feed kind of catch up here. Oh, also, I'm live on YouTube. I do have a YouTube channel. I've not really been that active in it over the years. If y'all want to go follow me, everything is Snowbird Bob YouTube. You can follow me on Twitter. If you do that, you can just search Snowbird Bob. I'm on Instagram, but I don't really post that much on there. So just wanted to let y'all know that and be aware of that. Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. Let's see here. What do you see happening in Oak Grove? I'll take one more question out there. Chelsea Cotton from Oak Grove, Louisiana. She says, what you see happening in Oak Grove, Louisiana? This is East Louisiana. Y'all know where Oak Grove is? My mom was actually born in Oak Grove, Louisiana back in 1940. Unfortunately, she passed away in 2009. But yeah, Oak Grove, you could be in that thread of severe weather and the potential of a little winter weather as we head into March 1st time frame. Hey, I really appreciate the stars, everybody. I appreciate the follows. I appreciate all my supporters. Appreciate everybody buying the merchandise. I really appreciate that. It helps me with all my expenses. And I will sum it up here by saying it looks like, unfortunately, March is going to be roaring in like a lion, as I say it right now, everybody. Hey, I appreciate y'all tuning in today. Y'all have a great day, everybody. Thaw out. Be careful out there. And I will talk to y'all soon out there, everybody.